One quick note. What up? Hey, James Rice. Good morning. Let's go live. I am excited, as excited as I've ever been. Why? You can imagine why. Good stuff happening. Brand new month, actually first week. You know, it's March. Are you aware that we're into the first quarter? Going to finish the first quarter of the new year? Holy cow. Lots of things then run through my brain as we heat up this live. If you like what we're doing, if you've been on before, all I do is ask that you share it. If you believe that I can be a resource for you in your community, all I ask is that you share it. Because imagine if you're getting further, if you're getting a little better every single day based on what I'm doing and helping you with, then your crew will too. It's that. What up, Alicia? See you in Vegas. So, I'm not sure where to start. I'll start it. Well, let's start and step back. March. Let's hit March. Let's think March. Let's think March. March is not a noun. March is a verb, right? So, are you marching forward, not backwards? Rise and shine this morning. No amount of shame is going to change your path. No amount of worry is going to change your future. No amount of shame is going to change the past. No amount of worry is going to change the future. So, where do we want to start? Questions, comments, thoughts. I'll be in Vegas the 6th, 7th, and 8th of April. Who do you know in Las Vegas that I could meet with, collaborate with on anything? Cool. You can look at my notes. What up, Kyrie? Oh, Joletta's on. Joletta, check it out. Notes. Boom. Notes. Boom. If you think for a second, well, if you value what I do and you're like, well, that guy's had some success, he's done some cool stuff. If you think this turtle got to the fence post, top of the fence post by himself, you'd be sadly mistaken. Joletta Yoder's on. She is my ambassador of Quan. She's one of my ride or dies. She's unbelievable. Yes, I can be trained. And you know what? I can just chat with you about that because some of you are like, oh, he's my leader. He's my guy. He's my guy. People, note to yourself, I'm being led every day. I'm being led, and then I march in that direction. And so, again, I'm super excited about March because of what's going on. Super excited about today's Rise and Shine because, people, you will never navigate the road in front of you looking in the rearview mirror. Never navigate the road in front of you looking in the rearview mirror. But this is an important piece that Joletta and I chatted about, and she put in her notes, people, is those marching orders have got to be specific. Michelle, congratulations on your new guest. Very excited to encourage him with the ketones. Did anybody invite him to Vegas? I know he knows a friend in Vegas. Did anyone invite him to Vegas? I know he has a friend in Vegas. Oh, I do. Joletta's amazing. And so I love my mornings when I'm super jumbled because that means I have amazing thoughts going through my head. Why? Because I've been on a phone call. I've been in a text message. I've been in a text message stream with our CEO, Brian Underwood. If you take a look at Sean Davis, look at his testimony today. He's loving ketones. And when there's loving of ketones, there's opportunity. And I will tell you this, you're going to see me shape these morning lives up to more of a lifestyle. I'll maybe talk about my business, but this is not a ketone and approve it live. It's a steps, marching orders to help you get better live. And now if you're tuning in at 5 p.m., and I'm not going to kid you, those lives are either going to be 5 p.m., they might be 8 p.m. But anyway, going to do lives, and don't hate me, Robert Goin. We're going to do lives, and we're going to celebrate women specifically who are taking their limiting beliefs, possibly in their faith, possibly in their relationships because of a dumb husband, that's whatever, maybe relationships with parents, and they're overcoming those, and they're overcoming their body shaming, and they're getting more physically fit, and they're getting more financially fit, and we're going to celebrate those. Why? So we can raise up other women. And we'll probably have Robert going on too. So here's where I want to start, believe it or not. I want to start at my books because again, people, when you're thinking about marching, you decide, I'm going to march. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to church. I'm going to whatever. In between that decision and actually transforming are those specific steps, and those are crucial. And so one of my pieces today is reading about Judy Jeter. I know that name. I know that name. I love it when I see new people show up. So, my morning readings, I think this was cool to start with, but again, what are you filling your head up? Oh, by the way, I got up at 6 a.m. this morning instead of 6:30. I've been a little sick. Get up at 6:30. That cuts a half hour out. That extra half hour a day was amazing. Played my piano. Loved it. So excited. So I may have to play a piece for you and record it. So I love what I'm working on today. So we got a new book. We got Judges, if you care. So they're conquering the promised land. They crossed the Jordan, and now as they were ruling themselves under God's orders, they now brought up the judges, and those were more of not a king, but their leaders. And the unfortunate part was, depending on their leadership, note something there, that's how the nation either prospered or didn't prosper. How's that one? They either prospered or they went backwards. Ponder that yourself. Who's leading you in each area of your life? Lay it out there, people. Faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances. Lay it out. Who's your mentor? Who's leading you? Is there someone who pulls you forward? If it's not, switch that leader. So, at the time of Judges, it just says, this is one of my favorite pieces. It says, in here that as the judges went, basically, that's how the community went. So, and that's one of my favorite quotes from the Bible. Every man, in this case, every family, every woman, did which was right in his own eyes. Ouch. I don't know how far that's going to give you. If you've ever planted a garden or tried to maintain a lawn, you've no doubt encountered weeds. If you've ever planted a garden your life, you've encountered weeds. Maybe they're not ugly, but they can ruin your crop. The worst part about weeding is it says it's an unpleasant chore. It can be accomplished in two ways: pulling out the weed at the roots, or by just lopping off the head. Both kind of accomplish the same purpose, but only one really works, people. So as we talk about the things that you're adding in your life, what you're doing in your life, put down that on your marching orders today. How about weed your garden a little bit? Weed what you're watching. Weed who you're listening to. Weed out what you're watching, listening, reading. Who are you attending meetings with? Who are you plugged into? Many times, we need to, hey, Valerie, congratulations on your recent success. Let's get you on a Zoom and let's have you tell that story. If not tonight, maybe tomorrow night. Jennifer Nelson, what's up? So for the Israelites, we got a bunch of weeds. See, this is what they're talking about. What happened is the recollection of God's commands grew fuzzy. People became half-hearted in the task. No visible consequences. Later, the devastation is evident. So again, this is not a theology class, but the points, the examples apply to everybody's life, because you can have success and you may be given or granted or earned your promised land. Okay, maybe it's in your fitness, maybe it's in a relationship, maybe it's in a job, in anywhere in your life. But if what got you there, if those steps become fuzzy, if your effort becomes half-hearted, I appreciate people last time saying, well, those cool muscles you have. If I do not go into that gym, if I go into it fuzzy and half-hearted, I don't get to keep them. I've seen many, many, many people in my business communities. I didn't mention Prove It. My business community, who have achieved levels of personal growth, transformations, and financial growth that they never dreamed of, only to see them backslide. Their incomes have been cut in half. Their fitness has gone backwards. Why? Business stopped working? Okay, I'll say the ketones stopped, the Bible stopped working? No. Half-hearted, vision's fuzzy, consequences are small. It's generally a small fade, goes from 5 pounds, get 10 pounds back, 15 and 20. What do? They run away from the fire. They run away. In fact, many of those people, I guess I can say it, they're not on this live. They need something more than any of you. They're not on it. They're not running to it. And I'm good with it. The cool thing is I had a Zoom last night. Why? To see who shows up. Now I know who to dig into. Event in Poway today. Let's see who shows up. Something with Michael last week. Let's see who shows up. Look at the garden of your life. Do you see any weeds that need pulling? A nagging habit, negative attitude? Resist the urge to plow them under, hoping they will disappear and still deal with the root of the problem. You'll be glad you did. Ouch. Ouch, 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 and ouch. Be careful that your victories, James Rice, do not bring with them the seeds of future defeat. And I've seen it. You weed that contact list in your phone. Weed that thing, people. Get rid of them. Weed those things in your pantry. Weed those things in your budget. Here's one. Do you even keep track of your budget? Just a simple Excel spreadsheet. We can talk about that later, Jolette, in the finance section. Just a simple spreadsheet, seeing where your money goes. You'd be amazed how you spend on dining out. And find 2 or 3 pieces, you might cut $200, $300, $400 out of your budget. That's huge. For some of you, that might be 10%. Weed it. But you got to look at it. People say, yeah, you shouldn't weigh yourself every day. Why do I weigh myself every day? Because I want to catch it before it gets to be 5 pounds, 7 pounds, 10 pounds. Does that help? You have to keep weeding. You're exactly right. So I just love that reading today. You can imagine. What's it say in this one? The other piece I read is Timothy Keller's. It's in Proverbs. This is interesting. It's talking about knowledge and the vanity of too much knowledge. And it's just what they're talking about. They're talking about the knowledge and time that we spend. And this is a little theology, so I'll be short on it. Is the amount of time we try to go to understand the material world? It's just, the bottom line is it's just futile, okay? We don't live in a world that's logical, okay? We don't live in a world where a lot of it can be changed because the core and the heart of the matter can't be changed. You know, I'm just going to say, I mean, there is a supernatural. But problem is, what problems do you have in your life or see in the lives of others that need a spiritual solution, need a different solution? Just ponder that a little bit. We can leave with those pieces, and I hope that you would, each and every one of you, would find value that you could apply. So again, we're here, and we're going to march with these pieces to here, okay? A couple things I talked about on the Zoom last night. Vegas, April 6th, 7th, 8th. Come join me. We'll have some fun. We'll have some fellowship. Who do you know in Vegas? Who do you know in Vegas? That's like literally a $500 trip. You could sell something to pay for half. You could clean your closet out. I will mention this. This is definitely proven stuff. New flavors coming out. Those are not for drinking. They're for tasting parties. In fact, ask yourself, would you rather buy a box and just try it, or would you rather go to a sample party, a tasting party, and try a sample before you spent $100, $130? If you want to come and take a sample, your friends will too. What else was I excited about today? I'm excited because my foot is, I swear, it's feeling a little better, just a little better every single day. And that brings me hope. You're talking about a guy who was running 4 days a week and hitting the heavy bag and doing some other stuff that just couldn't do it because of this pinched nerve. So I just super thankful for that. We talked to the Shane that's got that. Let's just hit this one little nugget. Actually, want to step back to something else. Oh, this is an important one to take away from the Zoom last night. Probably the most important tip of all is smile. People, your smile and your attitude is what's going to catch people's attention and your vision. So a piece that I mentioned, I'm going to chat this and leave it with this, it is, you can have your goals, you can have where you're marching to, and you can talk to people about it. But people, if there's not a how in place, if you don't have those specific steps in place, okay, and we're talking about, in your ketone business, the part that I told people is two pieces. I'll leave you with this for ketone people is attract. You're going to reach your goal at the end of the month. You're going to reach any goal by doing the how every single day. So for me, it's attract. Add it alive. I'm going to add those Zooms. I'm committed to it. We've been adding more transformations because that's what people want to see, and it's working. Take a look at Sean Davis, brand new person. Look at his testimony. Now I have opportunity. Why? Because I stuck with those basics. And along with those basics, am I weeding some people out because of the lack of activity of them? You bet I am. But that's what I need to do because I need to continue to find the people who want to, take action and are taking action. So, people, as you decide to grow in each and every area of your life and you're excited about it and you're enthusiastic and you're ready to go, take a look at the steps, that you're taking. Take a look at the how, because without that how, it's not going to happen. And in our world, it's attract. I'll tell you this piece. People are getting caught up on this world of social media and these goofy reels and so on and so forth. Ask yourself, how many people in your community, in your home-based business, are strangers that signed up? They're not. They're people that know and love you and care about you and you have influence and credibility with. So if you want to do something, if you don't have 4,000 Facebook friends, spend part of your day every day friend requesting 100 people. Now, I know someone says right away, I'm going to get some weirdos. Of course you are. You think I don't have weirdos getting a hold of me? You think I don't have weirdos in my business? Of course I do. So that's like funny, like McDonald's, when they were setting up their restaurant, they go, well, what if we get robbed? That happens. What if we get some weirdos? It happens. Great. We're still going to put a McDonald's in every section and become billionaires. Part of it, people. So think back, and so you want to spend more time with your warm. Get more involved in your kids' school. Get more involved in your church. Get more involved in your gym. Go twice a day instead of once. Go that second time might be 30 minutes. You might just walk around and say hi. Get on and do a piece of cardio. Spend more time in your hobby, with your hobby group, with those people who know, love, and respect you. That's where you want to dig in, not attracting strangers. Take and go from 200 friends to 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 to 4,000. Friend request everybody in your church, everybody at your gym, everybody at your school, everybody in your kids' sports, everybody in your hobby. And then at the hobby before that, the school before that, the church before that, the gym before that, high school, college, husband, second husband, ex-husband, his family. And then those of you who have these close friends and they're not in your improvement business, don't worry about them. Friend request all their friends. And I go, oh, wow. You know what? I don't know Caitlin, but I know her sister, and her sister's in my community. Therefore, I trust Caitlin. So expand based on also your current friends. That's where I'd spend my time and energy if I were you. Expanding my warm network. Cool. All right. I'm going to rock and roll. Gillette, I hit some of the nuggets. I share them for the next day. Appreciate your help in our collaboration. Anyway, I guess that's it. So Dig in today. Let's chat. Let's move this thing forward. Let's move your life forward. Appreciate each and every one. Wait, Joanna. Wait, I can't read this. Great, great info. Gilletta and I speak in code. It's great info. Giletta's half Asian. That's terrible for someone on here, but info. Do you have some info? Anyway, that's terrible. Just cut that part out of the live. Love each and every one of you. I got to rock and roll. Questions, comments, thoughts? Hit me. I can only hit you if we do it together. Let's Zoom. Let's bring a couple people in. I'm telling you, people, you can build this thing. You can build your life as big as you can dream it. Love each and every one of you.